All right, we back outside doing a little work. The boy Rodrigo doing a little pad. Yeah, well, this is the first pad. We're gonna do 2. Not today though, but we'll be back. Cutting off the tops of the forms so that we're able to float out the top of the concrete. Just now we did some painting of the rock, the stone, and yeah, I'll do a little time lapse when we start the concrete. Now it's time for rebar. He's cutting the top pieces right now. So, got these handy dandy machine. Stay tuned.
Here's a 5x time lapse of us starting the concrete. My friend Rodrigo has this commercial concrete mixer which made everything a lot easier. So the first thing I'm doing is really spreading the concrete out over the whole form and make sure it's everywhere evenly. And then we used a piece of 2x4 to just level the top, which is why we had cut off the edges of that wood right there, just so that we'd have a nice smooth area. Then we're kind of done with the concrete, and I fill in all the spots and make sure that everything is level and looks good. So here I just tap the forms, get a few of the bubbles out. Then just use the magnesium trowel to kind of flatten everything out, smooth everything out. It was a really warm day and you can see all the water is pushing up to the top. So I just go over, move everything around, make sure it's all nice and smooth. Fill in anything that needs a little extra concrete, those edges. They were starting to pile up with water, so I knew that there was a little bit of area that needed more concrete. So
All right, here we go, back again. Day 2. Oh my gosh, I keep kicking this thing. It turned out well, but didn't know what we were doing here, so now we're working on here. I'm gonna do this in 2 portions just because we don't have the big float. It's broken, but this is today's job. Time to get to work.
So this one, because it's a bigger slab, drilled holes just so that both slabs will be connected with rebar. We were able to connect all the rebar and kind of have it hoisted up a few inches off the ground so that it stayed in the middle. So today was a super warm day, so we used a little extra water on the first starting areas just so that it didn't dry out too fast. Then as we got closer to the end, we turned down the water in the machine just so it was a little thicker and it didn't take so long to dry out. We are not pro concrete professionals. We are just DIYers, and to be honest, I think the way we did this, we could have done it in one full pour, or tried to do it in one full pour, but we split it up in two just because of how big the area was. And as fast as this machine does mix the concrete, some of the concrete started to stiffen up a lot sooner than I would have wished, but we were able to make sure it got smoothed out and looked good. We'd stopped, we didn't know how much concrete we needed, so we added one more bag of concrete just to really get this area in the middle out. As you can see, it's kind of pulled up with water, so just added concrete to the middle, and yeah, filled in the holes. In the first video, I did not show me giving that little section of broom finish, but this one I do. Again, when you're doing a broom finish, it kind of makes it a little easier. You don't have to be perfect on smoothing it out, just because you're going to cover it with a broom finish. This is the edger, edging up the sides just to take away that sharp point. When you have a sharp point on concrete, it's more readily to break, easily to break, crack on those corners. So the bottom of this was a little more wet than the top of it. The top portion closest to the house started to dry. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna throw the broom finish on it right now and then work with the bottom half. That's a little more wet because it was the last part to be poured. And we got a pretty good slope on it, so the water was coming down to the portion that's furthest away from the house. One thing looking back I wish we would have done is maybe covered that first pad that we did the few days before, just because all that mud on it made it a little yucky, but learning lesson. On the back, you can see we put a little expansion foam on the house, just so it's a little bit off the house and has a little room for expansion. So here you can see the rebarb coming out of our first slab, or second slab, and now it's going to be in the middle of the third slab. This will help the concrete be super strong. We had a little extra help today. My friend from Ireland was here and kind of put him to work. Rodrigo gave us a lot of beer, so it was fine. I used the bucket to be able to bring the concrete further and not have to shovel everything today. And we did have a little malfunction with the machine. One of the water hoses on the machine popped off, but we were able to figure it out pretty quickly. As you can see in the video, we're wearing masks. The reason for this is just because concrete dust is flying, floating through the air, and you do not want that in your lungs. To be honest, we probably should have used a higher quality mask, but we were outside, so I was like, you know what, this is probably good enough. I think for all of these pads, it was around 100 bags that were used. Now, just like the other pads, just making sure the top is nice and smooth. We tried to use his bowl float, but we just couldn't quite get it working. The angles just weren't working, and when I was using it, it was moving. He ended up returning this one and getting a new one because it just wasn't doing the job. All in all, this was a super fun project. A lot easier when you have that commercial mud mixer than our concrete mixer versus mixing them by hand in a wheelbarrow. And here, lastly, just throw on the broom finish and then went over again with the edger. And this is right after. This is the final product a few days after, and the forms taken off. This was a super fun project. Probably took maybe 6 hours. That's including prep. About 100 bags of concrete. This pad's gonna be used for his 1,200 pound skid steer. So, yeah. Thanks for watching, and if you made it this far in the video, drop me a subscribe and a like. If you have any questions, also comment. Thanks, guys. Have a good day.